With their lavish lifestyles, fashion designers have become like the emperors of modern times. But John Galliano finds the inspiration for his latest haute couture collection for Christian Dior in those original emperors, the pharaohs of ancient Egypt. Backstage at a Dior show, it's never clear whether it's couture or elaborate costume preparation. This season, the decadent collision of 1950s elegance and the treasures of King Tut's tomb suggest the dawn of a new, more literal golden age of haute couture.
John was really obsessed with collage. We're using leather, snakeskin, we're using plastic materials, everything. And we have the elegance of the 50s, but more Egyptian in the beginning. And then towards the end of the show, we move into much more classic couture with a little bit of crazy color, but it's a marriage of the two.
Ancient Egypt and haute couture had a real big hookup at the beginning of the 20th century.
But you know, I was seeing this fantastic Egyptian art, and everything in profile, and nothing ever faced you because it was malediction, the curse of Tutankhamun or whatever. So everything was in profile. Well, what we created was called the Sphinx line, with the pictures of Avedon and Penn, when they had those fantastic corsets on that kind of soften the bust, soften the waist, soften the hips, gave a very adolescent body, attenuated and working. I mean, it's a bit like mathematics, from the right-hand shoulder to the left-hand foot on the longest diagonal possible on a woman. And drawing those two parallels, so that was the départ, the inspiration.
Walk like an Egyptian was the order at Dior. But the severity of this line, coupled with beaded platform shoes, made walking of any sort a tricky achievement. While these items featured structural feats like shoulders, setback and jackets, and elaborate tricks of corsetry and construction, once the photos and accolades have flooded the media, Galliano's real job as a couturier begins. Working with clients to take ideas, looks and pieces from the collection to create striking but wearable clothes.
John wanted to strike a line. Underneath all those outfits were corsets, and some of them were built up with an infrastructure in the front, so they would purposely jet forward. And it was a combination of, they went to Egypt, so those thinking of those sarong skirts, and then he's looking at 1950s Penn and Avedon photographs where the girls are sway back. But John's going to take it to an extreme. It's not about where trends come from, it's how our trends made. And that's what couture is about. It's about making a statement, and the statement makes a trend. John did the columns. How many columns and how many slender skirts. Take all the helmets off and the Egyptian things and all those things, and you have slender skirts and fluffy tops, which is exactly what Lagerfeld did.
It was pure show, but they will translate into real red carpet. There's a lot to extract from what he did. Don't be scared. Don't be frightened, because a lot of it looked very costumey. But you know, like now, I'm running out tomorrow. I'm getting leopard boxer shorts. Leopard is definitely the new black. Gold is everywhere. It was extraordinary, extraordinary. I'm plutzing. I have no words. I need oxygen.
Was Cleopatra really the queen of denial?
Yes, yes, yes. That was so spectacular. Well, I mean, I was blown away, weren't you? Spectacular.
Did that show surprise you at all?
Oh, yes. It made my heart beat like crazy because I'm Egyptian, and all of a sudden I found all the inspiration coming from Egypt. It made me so happy. It's a magical moment for me.
Certainly would expect that people in New York and Milan will peg into something that is long and lean. Will they go as far as John making custom corsets? You know, they won't go to that extreme, but that's what Paris is for. You know, it's an irrational world. This is an irrational world, but out of it comes an amazing amount of coherency. The rest of the people are basically skipping rope.
In Paris, for Fashion File, I'm Tim Blanks, contributing editor of Fashion magazine.